We just got this fixed at the weld shop. He did such a great job on this. And more importantly, it saved us from having to buy a new oven. So we're going to tell you the full story in this video. Okay, so this is the part we're talking about. And imagine that we're in the oven here instead of on top. Imagine that I'm actually inside the oven because it's very constricted down there and difficult to photograph. The gas comes in from the back. This tube, which is what the gas comes out of, this tube just fits in there. It's not bolted in or screwed in or anything like that. It just fits in there. And then there's two screws here that screw it to a black panel that is essentially the bottom of the oven. Well, one of those screws was gone. One of them had fallen out. Don't know where it went. This is the deflecting unit it's welded on top here, and it deflects the flame up so that you don't scorch stuff that's in the oven. Well, this is where the problem started. That fell off. It had 3 welds on the bottom here, and those welds were like here, here, and here, and they gave out. So that when we got home from our trip, this was laying flat on the oven floor like that. Where that second screw went, I don't know, but it's gone too. So that essentially is what has to happen here. We need to buy another one of these units that has this welded on the top of it, as it should be, to make sure that when the flames come out, they go around like this and they heat the oven as opposed to just heating the panel that this thing is screwed into. Okay, you probably wonder why I'm taking the top of the stove off. Well, I called Magic Chef, and after you listen to the recording that tells you, go to the website, go to the website, go to the website, the website wasn't helpful for me. Anyway, after you listen to that recording, then you get a real person. And the person says, what is your model number? And I gave the 4 model numbers that are out of the booklet that came with this oven. And she immediately said, oh, the FR, that means Forest River. We don't have anything to do with those products. You're going to have to contact Forest River. Great. So, okay, I called my dealer where we bought this. I called the parts department, and they said, okay, yeah, we can help you with that. First thing, we need to know what the model number is. And I said, well, there's 4 model numbers in the book. And then the guy said, well, the model number is on the stovetop. And I said, no, there's no model numbers on the stovetop. There's only a sticker that says caution hot surface. He said, no. It's underneath where the burners are. And I said, oh, great. So that means I have to take 4 screws off, 1, 2, 3, 4, to get down here. And so I hung up. I said, I'll call you back later. He sounds like he's a very friendly guy. He'll probably be helpful. So anyway, I took the 4 screws off, and lo and behold, there it is, right there. MCFR21TTB. That's the model number. Yay. So I think I will be able to get the part through the dealer. At least he says so. I'm going to call him back with the model number, and then we'll go from there. Hi, this is the guy with the oven problem. Did I talk to you before? No. Okay, Johnny, well, I'll tell you my problem. I just talked to one of your colleagues a few minutes ago. I have a Forest River travel trailer we bought through your dealership, and we were on a trip, and the gas tube in the oven had a problem. There's a deflector shield that goes on top of the gas tube, and the weld's broke and it fell off. And so I need to order a new gas tube with the deflector on top of it. And the other guy I talked to said, oh, you need to get the part number and or the model number. And so I've now got the model number of the oven, and so I want to talk to you about ordering this part. Okay, the model number is MCFR21TTB. River, yeah, FR, Forest River, yeah. 21 TTB, right. Okay. It was amazing how fast Magic Chef disavowed any involvement with this oven as soon as I told him it was in a travel trailer. It's like they dropped me like a hot rock. Oh, no, no, we don't do that. No. And the oven has your name all over it, but you won't do anything. Okay. Okay, so what I need is it's the gas tube that comes out in the oven itself, where the gas comes out, out of the tube. There's a deflector shield that was welded on top of that tube, and that deflector broke off. And so I'm assuming I'm going to need to order the whole assembly of the tube with the deflector welded on top of it. I don't know what the proper name of that thing is.
You could send him pictures. Okay, we're at a welding shop now in Ehrenberg, Arizona. This guy is willing to take a look at the part to our oven that needs to be welded back. We went to RV Lifestyles and they can put in a new oven for us, but they can only get a Furrion or a Magic Chef. And we really didn't want to go with either of those brands. And so now my husband is over there talking to the guy. They recommended this guy at RV Lifestyles. And so we decided to come out here and try and see. We have a warranty claim opened with our extended warranty on the trailer. And they'll probably pay for a new oven, at least a good portion of it. But hopefully this will work and we won't have to do this again. But I can't hear the conversation, so I'm hoping that the guy is going to be able to do this. We talked to welders in Phoenix, none of them would touch it because it's stainless steel and tin. But this guy says right on his card that he does that, so. Okay, my husband just come back and said that the guy just wants a tip, and he usually charges $150 minimum, but we're gonna see if this will work. We gave him a tip and now he's working on it. If it works, then we won't have to buy a new oven. If it doesn't work, then we'll be buying a new oven.
Okay, so we have a good news ending to our project. We did not have to buy a whole new oven. As we showed you, the pieces down there were welded back together by a welder who did a really great job, and I highly recommend him. And it went back in. It's a little difficult putting everything back. On a project like this, it's easy to take screws out and pull stuff out, but it's more difficult to put stuff back in, especially when you can't see what you're doing, which is the case inside an oven. But it's working great. No problems at all. We're back in business with our oven.